I really want to
We're talking
dive
amongst
in.
ourselves.
I want to dive
I'm
in.
going to dig into that.
All right, but I won't.
We have more.
But I won't because we have to talk to Noah Kravitz. He's out there on Skype somewhere, editor-in-chief of PhoneDog.com. Noah, you back with us?
I am, but I want a new title after your last segment.
Don't you
I think I want to be called. I want to be called the Alpha Dog of PhoneDog.
Why not?
Because they get to be the real jerk. We'll keep it the PhoneDog theme. Alpha Dog sounds good.
I love
loving
it, Noah.
I'm loving it.
You know what, Noah? We heard this. We have changing the game of beef jerky here today. And yesterday we were changing the game on the internet. Is it a real game changer? I wouldn't say it was viewed as a disappointment, but from a stock perspective, everyone was like, okay, it's kind of baked in.
Totally.
Yeah, you know, when you make an announcement that in a month you're going to announce that the internet's going to change forever, you're setting expectations kind of high. You know, that's what Cisco did. And their announcement's it's a big deal because basically what they came out with was a new internet backbone router, which if you imagine, the router in your home office, what have you, that shoots your cable modem connection around your house or your office, imagine that, but on an industrial scale. That's, the backbone of the internet, literally. And so it's their next-gen router. It's called the CRS-3. It's going to be available Q3 of this year. And, they're promising speeds up to 322 terabits per second, which, to put it in lay terms, is about 3 times as fast as the current generation backbone router. And 322 terabits per second, you could down a couple interesting stats kicked around. You could download 4 billion MP3 files in a minute, going that fast. Every man, woman in China could make a video call. I would imagine that we could place a lot of orders for Perky Turkey Jerky going that fast. So it's theoretically it's a big deal. And I think the interesting aspect as far as what does this mean for the real world is that AT&T, like you said in the lead-up, AT&T was part of the announcement. They're field testing this right now as part of their backhaul upgrades they're doing. So they're field testing this in Florida and Louisiana, hoping that, sometime later this year, maybe early next year, they will make a jump in their, end-user data speed. So all those iPhones and, possibly the iPads coming out, all those users will get faster data speeds. So that's kind of the real-world applications. We'll see. It'll be a little while before we see if it pans out.
But no, the way you just described it to me, I think it's a game changer. I mean, to say stuff like that I could download 4 billion songs inside of a couple seconds. What happened yesterday? Was it there just bad PR with Cisco? Because it was like a big dud.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's not, a router announcement isn't as sexy as
an iPad.
An iPad or Hulu deciding that they're going to stream, your show to everybody free or what have you. It's not content. It's not something the end user can wrap their head around. It's not something. It's also a very small percentage of Cisco's annual revenues. This is a $90,000 per system product, but they're not selling 4 million of them at the mall. They're selling them to AT&T. So it's the kind of thing. Again, it's especially in the tech world, there's so much hype, and people. It's this pattern now of pre-announcing an announcement, and then you announce a product that's going to ship 6 to 9 months down the line, and it's such a buildup. And again, with something that's like you said, it's very, very important, but it's not a sexy product per se. So
that
may have been part of the effect.
I was working with one of our local market affiliates this morning, and the producer got in my ear and said, I have some real exciting video of the back of a Cisco router to show to you. And I said, look, listen, to my dad, that's like porn, all right? But I understand, to the rest of us, the video of a router isn't exciting. Now, what is exciting is if I'm an iPhone user and I've been having to deal with this really slow 3G and I'm about to throw the thing against the wall, will I have faster speeds come the third quarter when you say it's available, fourth quarter, early part of 2011?
I would say, more likely fourth quarter, early part of 2011. This is just one piece in what AT&T is trying to do, and the other carriers as well, are all trying to make a jump to faster data speeds. And AT&T, obviously, it's been highly publicized because it's been real. In the past 3 years, one statistic I read was that AT&T's broadband data traffic, so the iPhone traffic basically has jumped 5,000% in the past 3 years, and they now handle half of the mobile broadband data in the U.S.
Wow.
And this wasn't said specifically, but like you said, that's iPhone users. So they're doing a lot of work. I'm out here in the San Francisco Bay Area of California, and along with New York City, those are two metropolitan areas that AT&T finally went on the record and said, we acknowledge there are some issues.
Yeah.
We're working on them. Yeah. So, it's a real thing, and this is, just one of the things that's part of what they're doing. But it's important because they have to get, what's the backbone, as they call it, the backhaul data. They have to get that up to speed first before they can then increase the actual wireless speeds that are going to keep you from throwing your iPhone against the wall. So, it's again, like you said, it's the video of the back of the router isn't sexy to lots of people, although there are some of you out there, you know who you are.
Yeah.
But for the rest of us, it is something that's going to make a difference, hopefully sooner than later.
Look, Cisco's been very happy being the anonymous, so-called plumber of the web, and they're doing just that. Noah Kravitz, thank you so much for being with us again, sir. Editor-in-chief of PhoneDog.com.
My pleasure.
Next time we see you, you need a new title, sir.
Alpha Dog.
Alpha Dog.
I'm liking
Alpha Dog.
it. I'm liking it. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.